Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to do an alcohol ink flower with the canned air on a Santorini rock. So I have a pre-washed Santorini here, and I have just a standard 3-pack of colors that came from Hobby Lobby, and of course I have the canned air with the little red spout on it. So I'm going to start with my red. We're going to start the flower. So we're just going to put a drop, nice big fat drop on the Santorini, and you can see it bleeds. I'm going to take the air and shoot it, and petal 1 is done. And you should know that all these little tiny red dots that you see, they will not come off. Even if you use rubbing alcohol, they will not bleed out. Everything that drips onto the Santorini is going to be permanent, okay? Okay, moving on to the next petal. I'm going to put another petal here, another big dot. I'm going to come around this way and spray out. Then I'm going to put another drop over here and spray this way. And right back to it we go. So we're going to put another drop here. And you do want it to overlap. That's going to give your flower some depth. You can see the lines where it's dried from the air, and it makes it look like petals. And I actually kind of like the way that that looks. I'm going to try a little bit of the yellow here. This color is honeycomb, and the red is actually poppy field. I've never used 2 colors on a flower before, but today we'll see what it looks like. We'll just do 1 drop. And I don't really see much of a difference, so okay there. But I'm kind of liking the way that flower looks. Maybe I'll do a little extra one right here, and we'll go this way with it. I think that was a good idea. Now for the base of your flower, I'm going to use green. This green in particular is botanical. And I'm just going to be very carefully put 1 little drop right there. And we're going to go this way. Another little drop. We're going to go from the opposite direction. Blow it that way. And now I'm going to let the alcohol ink dry, and I'm going to put a seal over it, and then I will show you once it's sealed how to draw the stem and the petal. See you soon. Welcome back. I have put 2 coats of the triple thick spray by Rust-Oleum on top of my alcohol inked Santorini for the alcohol ink flower. And so it's nice and sealed and dry. And so I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I put the stem and the flower on. So Okay. So this flower sort of ended up coming this way, as you see. So I'm just going to take the stem and go that way with it. And with the stem, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Mine's just going to curve this way. I'm going to do a little bit further out at the top where it connects, and then make the line thick as you go down, and at some point you want to do the little notch on the flower as they have on their stems. And so there's our stem. And then just because I have more room to this side over here, I'm going to put my leaf. So we're going to just trace our leaf out over here. And I put the curve on it, and you can see here it's going to attach. Now with this kind of leaf, I'm going to do tiny little jagged points that go all the way around the leaf. I know rose leaves tend to look more like this. This may or may not be a rose. I didn't intend it to be a rose, but the leaf is going to be a rose leaf. So we got all our little notches on, and then I'm going to just color in my leaf with my paska. If you aren't familiar with this paint pen in particular, this is a paska paint pen, and it's the dark green in the multicolor pack. It comes with a light and a dark. So then I'm just going to paint it all in. Now be aware that when you put Posca paint pen over top of a sealed rock, the paint takes longer to dry. So before you put any more detail on, like the lines or anything, you want to make sure that you let it dry first. Okay, and we're gonna let that dry and we'll be back. Okay, so some time has passed, and maybe about 10-15 minutes, and just to finish the details on my leaf, I'm going to use the light green of the Posca paint pen. You can see the dark green there and the light green, that's the difference. And I don't want to just add too many dark elements to it, so I'm going to use the lighter green. And all I'm going to do is follow the curve of the leaf. And again, it doesn't have to be straight. Organic leaves are not perfect. And then we're just going to do the little lines, the little veins off to the side. If you don't like it, you can let it dry and go back over it. But there is my finished flower. Hope you had fun.